Hey guys, Junior here. This is Avengers Endgame First Look. Not sure what this is. Don't know if it's a clip or a trailer. I don't think it's either, I guess, since it's a first look. I'm not really sure what that is. It's definitely one of my most anticipated movies. I think it's almost everyone's most anticipated. Just has to be, you know what I mean? Even if you're not a huge fan of Marvel, I still feel like you have to see Thanos and what's going to happen. It just has you hooked. It's been too long, so drawn out in a good way. I have so many expectations, and it's why so many Marvel movies let me down, just because my hopes and expectations are so high. The only thing I hope for in this movie is that there's some actual deaths, not just people vanishing away. I want to see Thanos backed into a corner where he has to physically fight some people. That was one of the biggest disappointments I had with the last one, was the fact that we didn't get to see Thor fight him. It was just like, you know what I mean, just one little hit, one little smack, and that's kind of it. I wanted to see a back and forth battle. Hulk and Thor team up, you know what I mean? Hulk grab him in a full Nelson and Thor just smack him in the face with a hand. I wanted to see an actual fight, kind of like Winter Soldier and Cap. I wanted to see a back and forth fight. Pretty sure this will have it. It's called Endgame. I don't think they're going to allow Thanos to just flat out win. He's got to be taken down a notch, or at least change his thought process in some way. Maybe the world, even after the cleanse, isn't what he thought. I don't know. I have no idea. I did like the last movie a lot. I thought Thanos was an amazing villain, an amazing character. With only being in one movie, like he was in others, but one full movie where he got to speak and had a role in it. The fact that he already took up the spot as probably one of the best villains ever says a lot about him, so I'm hoping we get to see a lot more of him. They haven't really shown any Thanos. I don't know if they have. I don't think I've even seen Thanos. Have they showed him? Probably should go back and watch some of the other trailers, I don't remember, but I don't remember ever seeing Thanos. It's just the Avengers kind of in this like depression by the fact they couldn't save so many people, and it would put you in a depression, especially a guy like Cap who would throw down his life to protect anyone's life. That's got to be hard. And Iron Man, when you have all that tech in the world and yet you still couldn't protect the world, it kind of sucks. But they got some new members, Miss Marvel, or I guess Captain Marvel, my bad. Is Miss Marvel Captain Marvel? In the comics I know it is, right? Miss Marvel. But I think this is a different version. This is Captain Marvel. But we already have Captain America, so I don't feel like we need another Captain character. Even though she's definitely way more powerful. I still don't feel like she's as powerful as Thor, though. I've seen a lot of like trailers and clips that say she's the most powerful, but I still feel like Thor has her beat. Thor's done things, but I guess Thor's had multiple movies where we got to see what he's capable of, or her. I guess we haven't seen everything yet. I did like her, though. So let's go ahead and play.
If we do this, we'd be going in short-handed.
Yeah, you mean because he killed all our friends?
We owe this to everyone who's not in this room to try.
It's not about how much we lost.
Or
It's about how much we have left. We're the Avengers. We gotta finish this. You trust me? I do. You could not live with your own failure. Where did that bring you?
So shit, there he is.
Back to me.
Oh yeah, there's definitely gonna be a fight. Epic music.
Sale now.
Tickets are already on sale. Oh yeah, I guess it comes out in like 20 days, right? I really hope I can afford it. I don't know if I can. I may have to try to go with someone and get them to buy me a damn ticket. That sucks. This trailer is pretty cool though. First look, it was kind of like a trailer though. Has it really been 10 years? Oh wait, it's been longer than 10 years, right? Let me think. I think Hulk was 2008. Iron Man was 2009. I felt like it was like 2005. I remember watching it. It was the first time I ever ditched school. Me and two friends. There was like this walkway where if you walked out, you'd be locked out. So we thought, let's just walk out there and wait for someone to come by, so we're going to miss class for about an hour. But then after we were out there for like 40 minutes, there was another classroom down there. If we truly were locked out, you would just go through the classroom like, hey, we walked out this way, didn't know it was a locked door. So we had to run out of the school and sneak home. And we went and saw Iron Man. It was so awesome. I mean, it was such an awesome movie. I had such low expectations for it. I thought it was going to be garbage. Don't know why, but I wasn't familiar with Robert Downey Jr. at the time. Didn't really know him as an actor other than like news I've heard. My dad talked about him like, yeah, he did all these crazy things. And it was so good. It's still, to me, one of the best. Maybe because I had low expectations. Maybe that's why Thor: The Dark World's probably the worst for me, just because I had such high expectations and it just let me down so badly. I would think, man, it's hard to think or hard to pick who would actually feel the worst in this situation. But Tony Stark is the one who brought Peter Parker to the superhero world. You know what I mean? He's the one who brought him in. I was mad at him for bringing him in Civil War. It's like, what are you doing? You're going to war with these guys. What happens if one of them does get angry, does decide to go for a kill shot? This guy is a kid. I guess he's so damn strong. You know what I mean? When you're Iron Man and you don't have these abilities, you have to build the abilities. And this kid just has, I mean, remember when he's fighting Bucky? I mean, his strength is so far beyond so many Avengers, aside from like Thor and stuff and Hulk, but it would be upsetting knowing you killed the kid. Because he didn't have to be there. And let's be honest, he probably shouldn't have been there. Spider-Man's not going to make the difference when you have every Avenger going against him. I would have told him, hey man, you got to stay home. You have to. You're a kid. You have to stay home. Just in case something happens to all of us, you're still here to save the day. You know what I mean? Of course, we plan on winning, but this is a battle where we could die. So stay home and fix the pieces when we're all gone. You know what I mean? Save the world. You could be the new hero. I mean, obviously no one expected Thanos to just vanish people into dust. I am curious. I mean, I always felt like when that happened, it was like the Bizarro world. All the original Avengers stayed. It's like all these guys aren't going to be doing this anymore. But now that you see Captain Marvel there, they're not going to... Obviously, this isn't a Bizarro world anymore. This is the real world. So that kind of takes that theory out. I am curious to see how they bring them back. If they even do. Maybe they won't. I don't know. Marvel's kind of crazy. Maybe they just thought, you know what? Let's create a new world. I do feel like Captain America's going to die in this movie. It's one of the greatest moments in the comics. And it's his death. So I think the same thing's going to happen here. I think they're going to kill him off. And that's going to be extremely upsetting since he's probably my favorite. I go back and forth with him and Thor. I also love Black Widow a lot. I love all of them, though. Even Iron Man. I love all of them. Rocket Raccoon's awesome. Hawkeye. He has a full sleeve now. I want 2 full sleeves. I'd take it. But it does seem weird how he'd get tattoos at such an older age. You know what I mean? He's Hawkeye. He's already so confident. If he wanted tattoos, he could do it at any time. Why would he wait until now? But it still looked awesome. Hawkeye looks cool. And normally I feel like he doesn't. Like the one time he had like this purple type trench coat. I just didn't think it looked that cool. But now he does. They all look kind of cool, you know what I mean? But I guess they've all lost, so they're in a different mindset now. They're not the heroes, the superheroes that are protecting the world. They need to get the world back. Finally saw Thanos. And he's just so awesome, man. Big giant dude. See the Avengers show up to fight him. The only thing I don't like about Marvel is how they give everyone a shot to shine even when they don't deserve it. And it's not based on if you like the character or not, but Natasha Black Widow should not be able to do anything to Thanos. She just shouldn't. And I love her. I hope she gets a solo movie, and I think they're actually talking about it. But you know what I mean? She should not be able to take on Thanos. It should be Thor. It should be Captain Marvel. It should be Iron Man. Doctor Strange. It should be the strongest characters, while the rest are kind of in the background. That's one thing I liked about Justice League, was that the fact that when Superman showed up, of course he's going to be better than everyone else. He's Superman. I mean, come on. Batman's not going to be there fist-fighting these characters. Same reason why he wasn't fighting Doomsday. He was just getting out of the way. Batman uses his brain more so than his physical skill set, unless he's fighting like the Joker or, you know what I mean, just a regular old dude. But he's not going to fight Doomsday. He's going to try to think of a plan to beat him while Superman's holding him off. That's what I love. So I wish Marvel would do that a bit. like Thor, Hulk, you know what I mean? I am curious to see how strong Thanos actually is without the gems, because we didn't really get to see much. We saw him take out Hulk, but that was, I mean, I don't know, that was just kind of a weak fight. I want to see Hulk go all out. I want to see Thor go all out. I want to see these characters really go at it. It's the final Marvel movie. Throw everything you have at it. You know it's going to make $1 billion. So if it costs you $500 million to make it, then just do it. You know what I mean? This movie's so important. It needs to be done right. And I feel like they are going to do it right. Marvel doesn't have too many misses for me. There's a few movies I didn't like Thor: The Dark World. Second Ant-Man to me was a little bit weak. Second Guardians of the Galaxy to me was a little bit weak. But I don't know if it actually was. It's just I'm comparing it to the first one. And the first Guardians of the Galaxy I fucking loved. But again, I had such low expectations for it. I thought it was going to suck. I love when I think movies are going to suck and they don't. Like Dread. Dread is one of my favorite movies of all time just because I thought it was such garbage until you watch it. But this, I have such high expectations for, so I'm nervous. I still feel like it's going to be great, though. All these Marvel characters, just seeing them fly around, it's just so awesome. Iron Man's suit, you know what I mean? I want one of those suits so badly. Captain America, you know what I mean? That smirk he gave himself in the mirror. It wasn't really a smirk, but a look, like he knows. He's ready to put his life on the line for this. And I feel like he's going to. I feel like Cap's going to die. I just hope Black Widow doesn't die. I like Natasha too much. I don't want her to die. I could see Hawkeye dying. I could see him sacrificing himself for Natasha. But then he has a family. He can't sacrifice himself. She has to sacrifice herself for him. Thor's the oldest one there, so maybe he should sacrifice himself. The old man. How old is Thor? Isn't he like 2,500? He's like 2,500 years old. He's gotta be. Because I remember in the first Thor, Loki mentioned they're immortals. And then Odin was like, no, we're not. We live about 5,000 years. And they're middle-aged, so I'd say they're 2,500 years old. Man, this movie's gonna be something else. I know I'm gonna cry in the theaters. Marvel movies get me upset. I don't know why. Probably because I grew up with the characters. I've always loved comics. I've always loved action figures. I've always loved the animated movies and series. And so I just have such an attachment to them. And I'd be the most upset if Captain died. Even though I think he is, and I think he should. Still, just seeing a character like that die is going to be very sad. Fuck Thanos, man. He's going to lose. But damn does he look cool, man. I want a Hot Toys of Thanos. I've always been a fan of the Hot Toys. I don't have any because they're too expensive. But I want a Thanos. Thanos, a Thor, a Hulk, and Iron... Just name off all the Avengers, why don't I? I don't really know what else to say. The little clip looked awesome. Movie comes out in 20 days, which is crazy. 24 days. Probably get my dad to go see it with me just because I know then he'll pay. Man. I've seen most of them with my dad anyways. When I used to live with him, we used to always go see comic book movies. And Leonardo DiCaprio movies. Those were like the two for sure things. If it's Leo in it, my dad's a huge Leonardo DiCaprio fan, so we'd go see it. And then, of course, Marvel and comic book movies. All the DC movies. Starting to rain. Alright, guys. Let me know what you thought. And let me know who your favorite Avenger is. I keep going back and forth between Thor and Captain America. I think it's because I want to be one of them, maybe. So if I was any of them, I'd want to be Captain America. I'd want to be Thor, actually. But Captain America is definitely... If they said Captain America, I'm like, yep, I'm not taking any chance whoever the next one is. I'll be Cap. I love fighting. I love physical characters. Iron Man, you have to build the suits. I don't want to do that. I guess Captain Marvel would be pretty damn cool, too. She has a lot of powers. Doctor Strange, seems like you have to think too much, so I'm not interested in that. Gotta think way too much. Spider-Man would be pretty damn cool, too, though. Bouncing around. That'd be pretty damn cool. I wonder if we're going to see... did Scarlet Witch fade away? I don't remember. I don't know if she did. Did she? Because I would like to see her try to use some mind games. We've only seen that in Age of Ultron. Then after that, she just blasts people away. I want to see her trick some minds, get in some people's heads. You know what I mean? Her and Doctor Strange, I feel like could do some serious damage. Do some serious damage to Thanos. That's why Xavier, Professor X, was always so dominant. And I feel like when people say, "Oh, the Dragon Ball Z universe," like, you know, that image of Goku and Vegeta like fist bumping, gonna take on the Marvel universe. It's like they would have no chance. Yeah, physically they would, but what happens when Professor Xavier gets in their head and makes Goku go against Vegeta? You can't deal with a character like that. Maybe they're strong enough to overpower that, but I don't know if they are. You know what I mean? You can't take that chance. And characters like Doctor Strange, where they could change reality, it's just like a physical fighter can't deal with these type of characters. Thanos is both. He's a physical, where he can fight, but he also has these crazy abilities with the Infinity Stones. So it makes him a very hard to deal with character. Yeah, that's it. Super pumped. I'm trying to think what I don't really... I mean, I don't have any theories or anything. Obviously, Thanos is going to lose. Hope we see Hulk. I think they already showed pieces of Hulk, right? I didn't like that the last movie, he was like, "Oh, I'm too afraid." I didn't like that. I get that happened in the comics when he fought Sentry, but... I don't know, that just... I mean, Void, I guess. That was different. I wonder what happened, how crazy... Oh, that could be a good thought. What happens if he kills Natasha? That would obviously send Hulk into the biggest rage you've ever seen. And Hulk just gets stronger. I mean, that would be pretty awesome. Kills Natasha. That'd get Captain America pissed. And Hawkeye. The three of them, I think, mainly just because they're the closest. I guess Nick Fury would be upset, too, since he's pretty close to her. But I think Nick Fury got faded away. Yeah, he definitely did. I remember that. That's when he called Captain Marvel. He was fading away. That sucks. I like his character. It's going to be weird not seeing him in it. Although, obviously, he's going to be in it. All of them, I think, are going to be in it. But I just don't know what capacity. And normally, he's the one kind of pushing things along. And I wonder if Captain Marvel's going to take charge. I hope she doesn't, just because she's not the one that's involved. You know what I mean? She's the added gun. So it would be weird if she's the one to take charge after all these people have already faced this guy and know what he's capable of. But maybe she knows what he's capable of. Maybe they fought before. But I just don't feel like... I feel like Thor is the most knowledgeable of the universe. You know what I mean? Asgard, protector of the Nine Realms. So anything that's happened in this universe, he's got to know about. I wonder if we're going to see Loki. I think we will. Loki can't just be dead. They would not kill him off that easily. He's their biggest villain. There's no way. He's got to show up. Could Loki fool Thanos in some way? I don't know. I feel like Thanos is kind of foolproof at this point. At least with the Infinity Stones. But what happens if they create... I mean, does he really wear it 100% of the time? If he takes it off, could they create like a clone version of it where he feels like he's wearing it, but he's not? And then Thor puts it on? That would be so fucking awesome. But I want to see without the Infinity Stones. I feel like that's like a cheap way out. You know what I mean? Snap your fingers. Nah, I want to see them battle for it. But I don't know. I don't even know how it can go. I don't know if they can battle him. He may be just too powerful. And I want to know who's the big baddie they're going to deal with after Thanos. Maybe try to get Galactus? I don't know. Silver Surfer? That'd be awesome. Silver Surfer would be so cool. But I just feel like none of them are as strong as Thanos. I mean, obviously Galactus is, but he's just different. And I don't know if they have the rights to it. I feel like they do, right? Didn't they buy Marvel or Fox out? I think Disney bought Fox. So yeah, they own everything now, right? Be so cool to see Fantastic Four, though. Everyone hated the last Fantastic Four movie. I didn't. I actually liked it. I mean, the movie sucked, but I liked the group. I liked the Fantastic Four themselves. I liked the four actors that played them. I liked those characters. Just everything else in the movie was pretty bad. So I'd still like to see them come back. Michael B. Jordan, Kate Mara, Miles Teller. Can't remember the last guy's name, The Thing. But I liked all of them, so I would like to see them come back, but I feel like Marvel's going to recast them all. Which, I guess so be it. Alright guys, that's it. Watched a 1-minute trailer and the video's 20 minutes. Alright guys, I'll see you on the next one.